Over the next 10 minutes, I'm going to explain exactly how you can generate a minimum of 7 sales calls every single day for your agency without spending anything on ads. Hey guys, it's Laurence here. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through step by step exactly how we book, on average, 7 sales calls every single day. And when there's somebody on YouTube telling you that they do something, automatically you should not believe them. And that is why I want to share with you our Calendly account, just to show you that what I'm saying is true. If we look at last month, January the 1st to January the 31st, we generated 182 sales calls. I will refresh the screen to show you that it is real. So there we have it, 182 sales calls. And how did we do it? Well, it's really down to 3 things that you need to have in place. And if you get one of them wrong, then it doesn't really matter. You've got to have all 3 in place. Otherwise, it's not going to work. I'll go through all of those 3 steps, make sure that you've got them in your business so you can start doing the same and getting 182 sales calls. And most important thing here is that is without spending any money on ads, because we could all get 182 sales calls if we spent a bunch of money, but this is all done without any ad spend whatsoever. So first thing is making sure that what we're actually saying is enticing to the person that we're reaching out to. If you get that part wrong, then it doesn't really matter what else you do kind of further downstream. I'm not going to go into loads of detail in this video specifically about how we do that, because there's so many videos on my channel that you can go and check out. But ultimately, we want to position our services as a way of solving a big problem that our prospects have. If we talk about the service loads, then it doesn't really work. We need to talk about the outcome and position our services as a way to get their desired outcome, not talk about the method that we do when we work with clients. That's the first thing, is making sure that our messaging is actually compelling and enticing. Now, the second thing that we do that is kind of very different from what a lot of people do, and it's what a lot of our clients get very excited about, is something that we've coined our quantum outreach method. And it's always easier to show you what it is as opposed to try and explain it. So regardless of what outreach method that we use, and we do a bunch of different things, but everything kind of falls back to this quantum outreach method. So as you can see here, we've got high volume, low personalization, high personalization. And here's what 99% of people do, is they operate up here, right? They send out an email that might say, hey, first name, I saw company name, blah, 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 blah. They're sending out a high volume of it. And excuse my French, but basically what they're doing is they're throwing at a wall and they're seeing what sticks. And if your inbox is anything like mine, you get a dozen of these every single day. And what do you do with them? You ignore them, right? Unfortunately, it just don't work. That's what most people do. Now, the other 1%, they operate down here on the other side of the coin, which it works very well. So think high personalization, right? So maybe creating a personalized video, maybe researching a company before you actually reach out to them. So you're saying something of value, saying something that resonates with them. Problem is, we've all got goals and aspirations of growing our business. And we've all got, as business owners, we're all wearing 1,001 different hats. And it's not realistic to operate down here. You're chained to your desk. And because of the nature of the beast, you basically can only send out a low volume. And it's just not a clever way to grow your business. It's not a sustainable long-term approach. Now, the quantum outreach method, the reason it works so well, the reason that we're able to get 182 sales calls last month, and the reason that our clients get good results as well, is because we're able to operate up here. We're able to send very highly personalized messages. So think, sending out videos where we're addressing people on a first name basis. We're writing personalized copy to an individual recipient, and we're able to send them out at very high volume as well. We're basically able to send them out at a volume that we decide, not that is decided by how many hours we have in the day or how long we want to sit at our desk for. It's done based off volume and personalization. Now, you're probably thinking, how do you hit that sweet spot of volume and personalization? Well, 2 ways: the use of AI and also the use of virtual assistants. Now, virtual assistants come with their own challenges in terms of managing personnel. AI comes with its own challenges as well. That is not necessarily, like a human resource challenge, but it comes with its own challenges. So there's certain things here that are easier, and they both have advantages and disadvantages. But when you use them in combination with one another, that's when you see things really start to take off. And when it comes to running any form of successful outreach campaign, there's 3 things that need to happen that we kind of alluded to earlier, right? So first one is a really compelling message, because all of this stuff that I've just been through, it all means nothing if if you're reaching out to somebody and your message is not interesting to them in the slightest. Doesn't matter what else you do, it's all going to fall on deaf ears, right? So the first thing is making sure that we are actually saying something that is enticing to your ideal prospect. Second thing is we want to deliver that message in an enticing way, because if we've got this amazing message but nobody reads it, it doesn't matter how good the message is. So we've got to deliver in an enticing way. And people treat their inboxes like a to-do list. They're going through their to-do list and they want to get rid of things as quickly as possible. And if we can break their pattern and interrupt what they're doing because they don't, like, their mind doesn't compute with what they're seeing, i.e. we're delivering something in a very unique way, think high personalization, then we've got a chance to get this really compelling message actually consumed. And then the third piece of this quantum outreach method is high volume, right? So we need to make sure that not only are we sending something very, very attractive, we're also sending it in a very unique way. And we're also sending it to a lot of people. And when you get these three things right, you can't not get appointments on your calendar. You reach out to somebody, helping them solve a big problem in their business. You deliver that message in a really unique and compelling way. And then you also deliver it to an awful lot of people. What do you think is going to happen? It'd be difficult not to get calls on your calendar if you operate those three things. So that's easier said than done. Doing all of this is way easier said than done, which is why step number 3 is really important. Step number 3 is all about leveraging virtual assistants. And we talked about that a little bit in terms of, helping us with the high personalization approach. But I talked about the fact that we've got 182 sales calls here without any paid ads. You still have to pay to generate appointments, but you don't necessarily have to pay with dollars and cents. When it comes to outreach, you're paying with time, but it doesn't need to be your time. And unless you're just starting out in your business, it shouldn't be your time, because there are more valuable skills that you can be doing than operating a outreach system. Building an outreach system and building the strategy behind it, very, very useful. However, operating it, not so useful. So the virtual assistant is kind of the final piece to this puzzle, where we've got a really compelling message, we've got a really great way of actually delivering it, and now we need somebody to manage it for us on a day-to-day basis. That's how they're going to be able to optimize things, improve things, track data, see where bottlenecks inside campaigns are, remove those bottlenecks by testing different copy, testing different sequences, different things, and basically making sure that you're able to get to the point where you are generating 182 sales calls every single month. You are generating 6, 7, 8 sales calls every single day, purely through outreach without any ad spend. And that doesn't happen overnight. There is testing, optimizing, improving that has to happen to get there. But when you take this 3-pronged approach, that's when you're able to get there. And what I just outlined is ultimately what we help our clients do. We come into their business and we build out the acquisition systems so they can generate sales calls onto their calendar. So we'll come in and we'll work with them to develop that really compelling message. We'll then build out for them all the systems in their business. We'll build out this quantum outreach method that I've just walked through. We build that out directly into their business. And then what we'll also do is we then place a virtual assistant into our client's business. And then we train that virtual assistant on all the systems that we built into our client's business. And the client hires the virtual assistant. So now the client has everything built into their business so that they own the system. They own their own acquisition systems, as opposed to us holding the keys to the growth of their business, which is never really a safe place to be. No business owner wants to be reliant on somebody else to generate more appointments, sign more clients, and ultimately grow their business. So that's why what we do is we actually build out the systems inside our client's business, and then we hire somebody to basically run those systems for them. And if you want help, if you want us to build these systems into your business for you, then the first link in the description will explain exactly kind of what we do and how we work. And you can book in a call to speak with me directly. I'll explain exactly how everything works, and we can go from there. We also guarantee results as well. So we can guarantee a certain number of appointments that we're going to generate through this system for you. So if you do want to grow your business, if you want more appointments, if you want more clients, if you want more impact, you want to grow your revenue and grow your profit, then click that link in the description and I'll explain exactly how we can help. And I'll speak to you on a sales call and we can go from there. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.